It's definitely out here somewhere, the legendary corner store. It's just a little further than I'd imagined, having left the bitumen days ago. So John, how far is Cameron's Corner from here?
We're about 45 k's from.
We're in the heart of what's called corner country, that great expanse of the Australian outback that takes in the corner of 3 states, South Australia, New South Wales and Queensland. Unlike much of the nation, this place has received much more rain than usual, and the country's looking a treat. So much so that cattle from all over the place are being adjusted here, making it a potentially hazardous ride. With John Cappy from Tri-State Safaris as my guide, we pass Brahmins sent all the way down from the Territory to fatten up in country bursting into life. For part of our journey, we skirt a man-made divide like no other, one that winds its way through 5 deserts, past 3 giant salt lakes, nuclear test sites, and the paths of great and disastrous tales of exploration. Now we're getting closer to our ultimate destination. This is the dog fence, or the dingo fence as it's known, and it stretches for about 5,500 kilometres across 3 states. This bit here separates Queensland from New South Wales, and South Australia is that way. It was first built back in the 1880s following a plague of biblical proportions.
It was a rabbit fence originally, to keep the rabbits out, but they decided that there were just as many rabbits on one side as the other.
In 1914, the fence was upgraded to keep dingoes on one side in what's predominantly cattle country and away from the sheep on the other. The day we arrived, it certainly stopped this regal-looking bloke in his tracks, while all around, the poached egg daisies put on a show of their own. But all this sightseeing was only keeping Tri-State Safaris guide John Cappy and I away from our ultimate destination, the corner store. And soon we arrived at the border gate, marking our entry into South Australia. Out in the distance, the pub, and the prospect of a coldie to wash away the corner country dust. But not before we make our pilgrimage to an outback shrine of sorts, a rather unremarkable cement post, marking the spot where 3 borders meet. And it turns out we're not the only ones with the same idea. And why Cameron's Corner?
Because it's here.
Because I've never been here, so...
It's that sort of place though, isn't it? It is the way you look on the line, you see the lines on the map and you think, I must get there just to see what's there.
And it's only, well, I think 14, 15 k's from the board track turn-off.
These blokes have come from Inaminka. Others, well, they come from all 3 states. Some with the aim of staying there.
Can I be in all 3 at once?
It tells you at the top.
There we go. I'm now in Queensland, New South Wales and South Australia.
Finally, we reach our ultimate destination. And yes, the corner store still exists. The suburban supermarket may have spelled the demise of its city cousin, but here, on the border of 3 states, publican Billy Mitchell runs the corner store in corner country. And he's found novel ways to separate us punters from our hard-earned cash in a ritual that's all about funding a vital service, the Royal Flying Doctor.
Yeah, like that.
That's it. Hey!
Before you can wet your whistle, you spike a donation to the ceiling. The array of $5 notes is proof that this extremely remote corner store gets more traffic than many of us would have thought possible. Except for the late Sandy Nall, the bloke who built this place back in 1989.
Started off by Sandy Nall. Come out here and parked his car out the corner for about 2 weeks with a little clicker.
Yeah.
Counting all the cars and thought, well, there's something can be done out here and something could happen out here.
And to see that little border post?
Everyone stopped at the post and then sort of kept going, and Sandy thought that there might be able to be something here.
Now, thanks to another bush entrepreneur, Billy Mitchell, visitors to corner country can stay a little longer, smacking golf balls into 3 states. That's the first hole?
I reckon you can get there.
I reckon. Oh, shoot, mate, the pressure's on.
Come
so
on.
this is Queensland to South Australia, isn't it?
Queensland to South Australia.
So just bend the knees.
Stand back here, Johnny.
Sliced it.
So he's got a bit of walking.
Yeah. Well, Tiger Woods ever played here?
Not yet. I'll tell you what.
Ah, you bloody... Thankfully, out here, few spectators get to witness something this bad. But if they do, there's always the compensation of an outback sunset over a fairway like no other. Cameron Corner is located at the junction of the New South Wales, Queensland and South Australian borders. The corner store has basic outback accommodation for $58 a double. To book, contact 8091 3872. Tri-State Safaris run regular trips to Corner Country. To book, contact 8088 2389 or log on to their website tristate.com.au.